Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're over on Kiasma's account because we're going to finally be taking a look at the maxed out Queen. It's been a while since we did Joker. We are finally getting around to Queen. She was my personal pick of the two. Now, in early game, I definitely find Queen to be a lot better early to mid game, but in these end chapters, it's looking like it's forming that Joker is actually a bit better from the common opinion from it. However, I still really do like Queen. I just really like the animation style, but I just also like the support that she can bring. The problem is there are some better supports, but when you start building, 5+ teams, I feel like she's going to be able to slot into some teams nicely. So we're going to have a bit of a play, a bit of a test, see what she can do. So let's get into it. So what I'm really looking forward to testing out is basically her signature and furniture items. So the other times we've tested her, we haven't really had these. So she is going to get a shield value equal to 35% of her max health whenever she gets on the motorbike, which is nice. She summons it a lot, but on top of that, she's now going to get additional crit rating and crit amplification. This is why I'm keen to test her, because the fact that I'm hearing that she's not quite as good as Joker, she doesn't quite do much, maybe the damage just isn't quite enough, but I feel like she's also got the control. So I feel like she's a nice balanced, but maybe she's a balanced one that just doesn't do enough of either. But anyway, this one here as well, when Queen attacks an enemy that is being controlled, herself and nearby allies are healed for 40% of the attack's damage value, which is nice. Once again, if she's not doing damage, she's not healing, that's not the greatest part, but this one here seems nice. Queen heals herself and her allies while also increasing her allies attack rating by 30% for 3 seconds. This ability cannot be stacked, but hey, 30% for allies ain't too bad. So let's jump over into a stage and let's just have a play. We're just going to play through one stage. We're not going to try and crash the lot. I think this was from, let's just reset everything, reset it all. And let's go for the Queen. Now, the thing is, she's not going to be a carry damage dealer. She is there more just to be the support, maybe extra damage, provide that attack buff and stuff like that. So I can see her in it, like, obviously being in Dimensional, the Irons Albedo team, I can see her fitting in with. Obviously, you have things like Ezio as well, but I can see that being a solid core, and this is the way I used her in most of my testing as well, just as a way to stall out until Irons can get his ult off. So that's what I'm going to test first. We'll test some other things. What I'm also curious is, because we do have the ulna, I'm curious to test this as well, see how this functions. So then we'll just put Ezio in here and we'll jump in. A pretty stacked team. As you can see, everything is 30 signature item, 9 furniture. So we're pretty stacked. I just want to see what we can do. Now, unfortunately, this team doesn't really lend itself towards her because we've got to control them, and I don't think we're going to land too much CC on this Kaz, but we'll see what we can do. And obviously, with her furniture triggering based on enemies that are CC'd, I don't think you really need to team her up with a bunch of other CC because she is pretty self-sufficient in it. But let's have a jump in and see what she can do. So let's do 2 times speed. So there she goes. She gets her shield. There she goes. She is stunning there. Ooh, she drops there. So she did drop a bit early. Let's get out of it. Let's get out before we do that. I want to put on 2 times speed the whole time and see what happens. So she's going here, misses the Kaz. Once again, there we go. Finally get that stun, get the shield. She is attacking, and as you can see, we just got absolutely shredded by whatever that attack was there. Let's just see what the charts tell us. Obviously, it's going to be Irons. Didn't even get to her ult, which kind of sucks, but let's just take a look. Yeah, like it's hard to judge anything against an Irons, really. So let's go back out. Yes, confirm. Let's jump back in. Let's see if we can test that again. We might even test it against this lineup here. Let's see. What do we got? She'll take that. She'll take that. That should be fine, I think. So let's see what kind of CC we can get dropping out of her. So there we go. We're going to right up again. There we go. We're hitting him. So we should be getting that attack buff. I can't see the attack buff when it's happening. I'm going to take it off auto. Oh, I was going to try and stop Irons. Let's try this again. Let's just retry. Oops, this one. And the other thing is, I don't think front row is the best spot for her. I don't know why I've got her in the front row, actually. Let's do that again. I feel like she should be the back row. Either one of the slots. Like, I reckon we could even do this one like this. because then the other ally takes the first bit of damage, then she runs in front and then she goes. As you can see, she hits there. She puts that debuff on them. She is going to drop here. Is she? Is she? Ooh, she's alive. She's alive. Oh yeah, we had the Ulno in there. That's why I had her in the front row. That's why I had her in the front row. The Ulna, obviously. See, like, trying to see this. So let's try and play with another team. I'll set something up and we'll be back. Okay, so I just did a bit more testing and I think I really understand now why in the later game she's not as good. I think she does have niche situations where she can help out a team. The thing about her is she requires the staple good heroes to survive. I think she's just too squishy, even starting at the back row, because as soon as she advances at this stage of the game, like that Astral to run through, one-shots her even though she had her 45% shield. So I think that is the biggest issue that we run into with the Queen, is that you just need staple really strong teams to pair her with to make her any decent. So she's not going to really make a team by herself. And that is where it comes into it. So she's not as popular because she's not like, it's not like Joker, how you can sort of build him as like a secondary main DPS to really make the team function. She's a niche pick where she's going to help against certain teams in certain good combinations with the CC when she can survive. I think that's it. So like that one, we don't have any, like, I feel like you're going to need Talene or Rowan in your team against most enemies to make her work completely effectively. Or we could actually try with early burst CC. So something like a Nakaruru. I don't know if she CCs first unless we have to put, wait, let's see if she's got gear. She's got gear. Let's just try it. I don't know how she functions against that. So let's just do it this way. Let that take the run through. And then I'm kind of tempted to bring either a Gwyneth or a Pharrell just for the CCs for the Joker. So let's see how this goes. So we still struggled. Queen survived a little bit, but no one else did. So I think that is going to be the general issue with her, is the survivability. So I'm definitely not getting the great vibes out of her. I'm probably not building the best teams, to be fair. But I just feel like it's not like the Joker where you have like, he's instantly going to be like really nice in a Gwyneth comp or a Pharrell comp where you're normally using those thick tanks anyway and you're instantly going to get that benefit. So just to do an example of Joker, like if we do Gwyneth, actually this might not work against this team. So let's drop you out. Let's do your team of all back rows, this one. So for instance, if we do a Gwyneth Joker team, it's going to be really nice against this because you're going to get that extra burst. So if we go ahead and we do you in there, and then we go with, who else? Let's put the Joker. Like, she might even synergize into this team a little bit. She does have that knockback eventually, but it's not the greatest. I'm actually going to put this like that. And then we'll put her here, see what happens. See what happens. She'll probably get one shot by the Sophia, is going to be the issue. And then on this, we can put something like a Leica. Let's just put the Leica there. You know, you probably wouldn't always do that. Probably have different options, but hey, let's just do a little bit of haste, see what happens with this one. So once again, dies instantly. We didn't get the CC. Why didn't we get the CC? Why did we not get the CC on that one? Gwyneth should do lightning arrow and stun 3 enemies. Oh, the totems. The totems. Stop it. I hate you, totems. We can't do that one. We can't go into that one. We can go into this one. Okay, let's swap that up. So yeah, this is where like the Joker has his spot because he gives it this extra burst in the early time and he does have that CC and he doesn't run straight into melee and get himself killed. Well, he kind of does, but I think that is the big issue. And she takes so long to ramp up to this ult in the end game, which pretty much what's happened by the time she gets to that ult is going to be pretty much game defining. Oh, don't tell me the carry. The carry. No. Yes. I take it back. I take it back. She is busted OP. I mean, decent damage in this comp. In a non-irons comp, maybe we're changing our mind. Maybe we can use her in this type of team. Let's do that. Let's do that again. I mean, it's actually respectable damage there compared to the Joker and Gwyneth. So let's try that again. Let's just put it ×4, see what happens. Because, I mean, Joker did get that off twice. He got his ult off as well. And Queen was still able to do some massive damage. So let's see this. Now that Joker and Gwyneth survived the whole time, I don't think she'll scale as well. Yeah, so that's the problem. She only did well because she was the last surviving one. But that's what I'm trying to get at. I feel like she can sometimes be used against certain enemies in this stage of the game when you just have to test her. I feel like you're just gonna have to slot her in, see if she doesn't die, first of all. If she doesn't die, that's a good start. And then she can start bringing that extra CC, that little attack buff, which I don't even see that attack buff actually go off. If we watch this, it's when she's attacking someone who's CC'd. So that Tassie will probably have to get out of the way. And we didn't even see her attack someone CC'd. But I don't see the attack buff actually pop up. But if a 30% attack buff, I don't think she's doing enough damage to get any real viable healing out of it. So I don't think that's going to be like a big portion to it. So I feel like she's the better one in the mid game, but the worst one in the late game. That's just my vibes. It's my vibes at the moment. She works way better on 4 times speed. She doesn't die. Yeah. I don't know. That's pretty much all I wanted to tell. I just wanted to have a feel of it because like she's not like a carry where we're going to go and do a bunch of battles and just delete things. I think in niche situations, people might find her really useful at this stage of the game, but not the greatest, which is unfortunate because I really do like Queen. I think she's really cool. I like all the motorbike stuff and all the good stuff. But that shield at this stage of the game just gets deleted. Like that Estrelda run through killed the shield and killed her in a run through. Like it's just not enough to keep her alive. There's not enough damage mitigation, even though she is tanky in the warrior and stuff like that. Maybe if we gave her a different artifact, she'd have a chance. But all in all, love her in the mid game. Not a big fan at the end game. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry we didn't have anything more decisive than that. It's just more of a bit of a play around and see what happens. But hey, she's still cool. I'm still going to get her in my opinion. I'm leaning towards if you can only get one. I was really bullish on Queen early. After this, I'm sort of leaning towards the Joker idea. But hey, we'll make a video about that when it comes closer to the exchange day. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.